so once again, let's start with the outermost planets and work our way in. We have Grotesque, which is absolutely grotesque. I mean, why are you even showing me this planet? It's disgusting. A methane-soaked gas giant, Grotesque featured helium-3 collection machinery serving the colonists of Namakli, but it appears their kinetic barriers failed long ago due to neglect. The apparatus was destroyed by meteorites, probably originating in Grotesque's rings, creating one more hurdle for anyone trying to settle on Namakli. Azarus? Azarus is a hothouse planet rich in nitrogen, methane, and ethane. Similar to Namakli, or Namakli, however you say it is metal poor. Additionally, it is suspected that few asteroid impacts have struck it over the millennia, precluding accessible deposits of common precious metals in the crust. Decrepit Asari orbital stations from scientific expeditions long ago circle the planet. None display signs of occupation. Okay, so not particularly interesting. We've heard lots of mentions of this Namakli place, which is right here. Seems pretty big. An arid but habitable planet, Namakli was briefly colonized by the Pyrena Corporation? Don't think we've heard that before. A consortium of Asari colonists. We have heard that there have been some Asari explorations in this area, and socialized Vorcha laborers. That's one way to frame and phrase that. It's okay, yeah, they're Vorcha, but they've been socialized. After an economic downturn, however, many Asari left the planet, and the Vorcha population kept growing to the point where they bred faster than they could be educated. Soon, they turned violent and uncontrollable, and the colonies essentially self-destructed. That is Vorcha for you, I'm afraid. Today, Namakli is a wasteland with little population, but Vorcha packs are scattered across the deserts. Settlers frequently run into these packs, discouraging recolonization. Lack of complex biota and scarcity of profitable metals drove the last few proverbial nails into Namakli's coffin. No one has stepped forth in the past few years with the will, the funding, or the firepower to establish a permanent colony. I mean, how good are the prospects here? Atmospheric pressure, it's a little bit of a thin atmosphere, but not terrible. It's a little bit hot, 41 degrees Celsius rather, but probably still livable, if unpleasant. And gravity is, I mean, it's a little bit high gravity, but it's doable. Then we have Eshtag. Eshtag was discovered by a joint Asari-Vorcha exploration team, really, and abandoned shortly thereafter. The planet's light atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton is not overtly hostile to Vorcha, but its heat makes it uninhabitable except in expensive habitats. Its low density precludes the presence of many valuable minerals, and so settling the planet was deemed not worth the effort. What did you say was the biggest issue? The heat? I mean, at 115 degrees Celsius, obviously that is hot. Obviously that's past the boiling point of water, yes. At least at Earth's atmospheric pressure. Oh, but I suppose with lower atmospheric pressure, yeah, it's well past the boiling point. And I mean, however, we've definitely seen places that have a hotter surface temperature than that. And there have been people there. Okay, so now we're looking to scan here. We are expecting to find Dr. Bryson here. Or do we know if she's a doctor? I mean, Anne Bryson. Her father was a doctor. I don't know if she is as well. So we have Ralstek. Technically speaking, given how we expect there to be a mission here, we don't... That would suggest the Reapers aren't going to raid this system. And also, we can probably get 2 planets in one scan here.
Signal confirmed.
And it is Namakli that lights up here. So let's start our scanner. And what is this? Oh, search successful. Scans have located a close grouping of environmentally shielded habitats and an active power source. Closer examination is required to confirm dig site presence. Okay, so this is the place we're looking for.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
Okay, so we can land here. Let's just verify. Yeah, 50% assets recovered. That would suggest there's likely something else, either in the middle of nowhere as a fuel source, or maybe on another planet. Notably, we did not get any Reaper attention here, which does perhaps support the theory that we can just wait for it. Yeah, that we can just scan to our heart's content. There we go. Probably fuel. It is, it's 350, so it's more than enough to top us off. Okay, so I think we're ready, in that case, to head over to Namakli. And, I mean, as a reminder, the mission we're looking at here is to find Dan Bryson. Dan Bryson is the best source of information about the Leviathan artifacts. Search the Pylos Nebula to find her. Okay, so let's track down Anne Bryson. Okay, now this mission is a weird one. And it's kind of, without going into too much detail as to enter spoiler territory, there are some gimmicky aspects of it that can actually potentially make it difficult. Particularly, tricky. Frustrating, even. So, for that reason, we might want to play this one a little bit safe. We might want to deliberately take people who can dish out damage quickly, and arguably people who are tanky as well. Other than that, I'm thinking we probably want to focus on anti-armor as our primary thing, and we fortunately do have a lot of solutions for that. Did we switch Garrus's armor by accident? Oh, I did. Oops. I think that's the one we were looking for before, because this is weapons damage, yeah. So Garrus, of course, has tons of armor damage from his weapon, so he's certainly an option. Edie, we said last time, could be an option because she has Incinerate, which does do extra damage to armor, but in order to set off fire explosions, which are good against armor, yes. Just want to make sure that you have a way to make that happen. We can Incinerate plus Warp to make it happen, but that might not be the most effective way to take out heavily armored targets. Tally, armor's not really her strength. Shields is definitely her strength, so maybe not the best fit for her. Liara, biotic combos do work well on armor, so you could justify taking her. She, however, is very squishy. She is, I believe, by perhaps a significant margin, our least survivable squad mate, and so perhaps on this mission, for that reason, it may not make much sense to bring her. Javik, similar skill set to Liara, a little less setup for the biotic combos, though he does have Dark Channel, which is great for that, and I think does have a little more tankiness, does have more firepower with his weapon. So we used him last time, but might be worth using him instead of Liara this time. And again, since we haven't used Javik all that often, we have used Liara a lot. Maybe that's a reason to justify doing that. James does have solid offensive capabilities against armor with both Carnage and his incendiary ammo, especially because we have that fully upgraded right now. So he could be a good fit. We also just fully upgraded the particle rifle with the thought that perhaps that might be a good fit to combine that with his incendiary ammo. Then Ashley has a ton of weapon damage. Other than that, Inferno Grenade actually does do good damage to armor. I believe, generally speaking, fire skills do extra damage to armor. I assume that's still the case with Inferno Grenade, although we haven't leveled that up all that much, I don't think. However, the biggest thing for her, I think, for the most part, is just that she has a lot of weapons damage, much like Garrus. Garrus, technically, is definitely better specifically against armor. Because he has the armor-piercing ammo, whereas Ashley does have marksman, and Garrus does not have an equivalent for that, so even then, you might be able to make the case that Ashley could still have better damage. So, that's the assessment of each of our options here. As I said, I think this mission can be a little bit frustrating, so for that reason, let's not mess around too much with taking people that we don't normally take just for the sake of giving them the chance to get out there a little bit more. So, you know that means we're taking Garrus. The question is, for a second person, do we want Javik, who we took last time? Do we take James, because he's the tankiest of all of our squad members, and does still have decent damage against armor? Or Ashley, our other pure weapons damage character with some other stuff, but for combining her with Garrus, that does give us a significant lack of crowd control capabilities. I mean, we can do it, but it'd be nice to have a squad mate to pair up with us. So, you know what? Maybe we do. Maybe we do go Javik plus Garrus once again. Okay, and presumably nothing has changed since we were on our previous mission, other than we've actually gotten some upgrades to our SMG mods. But my point is more so that I doubt we will want to switch out mods or weapons. I think we keep this as is. And I think, since we just brought both these guys to our previous mission, that probably means that everyone has already spent the points that we are looking to spend. Javik is close to being able to use his last Vengeful Ancient upgrade, but he's not quite there yet, and probably do want to wait for that rather than taking full. So I think we will just go straight into things then.
So we got reports of an attack on an excavation site.
That does appear to be what we know of thus far, but we really don't know much else, do we?
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
Okay, I suppose that does make some sense. But it does also mean that we're a step behind, perhaps.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
The artifacts she uncovered may have caused problems. We know they're dangerous.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that. We have hostiles!
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her.
Is that them?
Okay, let's get...
Oh! That's a harvester.
Get us over there.
Negative, it's too hot. Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There, go!
Jump!
Go for it! Okay, so, quick thing to note, there are a lot of harvesters here, and that is not insignificant, for reasons that we may find, but I actually would prefer if we just didn't ever find. Let's just say, in general, name of the game on this mission is we gotta move and move fast. Do not dilly-dally anywhere. And then you should be relatively okay. In the meantime, we might run into the occasional husk.
Move. She's somewhere above us.
Hello? Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are.
Okay.
Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. Too dangerous. We'll come to you.
So the thing is, these harvesters will hit stuff in the area. We can't actually destroy the harvesters, but they will deal environmental damage.
Okay. You should take the elevator up on the far side.
And for that reason, that's not the skill that I meant to use. Okay, but for that reason, it means that we gotta be moving fast, because the longer you linger in an area, the more likely it is that the harvesters start to attack you in that spot. Javik, can you just, like, make this guy go boom?
Through here.
Okay, don't ask too many questions, I guess. Let's casually drop through here. Can we save? We can? I'm pretty sure we are saving mid-drop-off. No, we are not. Okay. That is not an enemy. I thought that was an enemy for a second. It was not an enemy. That is a dead person. That much I can say for certain.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Oh. Cannibal here.
Find a place to hide.
I'll try.
numerous cannibals here. Oh, that's not good.
Get there. Stay put.
Okay, other thing worth noting, the whole thing that I was noting previously about exploding stuff from harvesters, technically speaking, I believe, we could have totally grabbed that dude. I believe that that can still damage us, even when we are inside buildings or behind cover. So, all the more reason to just be quick. Get in, get out, because if you linger, again, that is usually, I think, what determines when the harvesters just start raining down projectiles on you. Okay, AT-12 Raider is a new weapon for us. We could take it, we could not take it. It's a shotgun, and one that probably does not make the most sense for us personally to use it. It, if I recall correctly, is a weapon that it hits crazy hard, but it is wildly, I mean wildly inaccurate. You basically need to be standing right next to your enemies to damage them with it, or at least do any sort of reasonable damage to them. But if you are, the damage is huge. In fact, it might be one of the highest of all the shotguns that I saw. Yup, SMG high velocity barrel as well. That's good stuff. That is actually something that we are using. So, like to see that. Okay, let's carry on. Well, there's another harvester.
Watch out!
I am tired of Reapers doing that all the time.
Look for another path.
Okay, we have what appears to be some kind of explosive container. Also, something big red mark there, which usually means a harvester. Make you think it might be a harvester. Kind of way the elevator. Do we go down here, perhaps? Seems like that might be the answer. Up here? This is where we just were, though? This is just where we were. That's not good. That's not good. We don't want to linger here. We drop down? Not that way, we can't. That looks like a place we can go. Some explosive stuff over there. Oh, hold on. This might be the... Oh! I was about to say, harvesters raining hailfire down on us, but at least... Excuse me, sir, you were supposed to get singularity? At least start to get moving. It looks like we found the right way.
Looks like a bridge over there.
Okay. I think we've made some good progress now. So it seems like this is our way through. Bridge, and then make it through over there.
Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
Yes, Commander. This crude wiring has failed. I'll need a moment.
Okay, in the meantime, we might have some other business to attend to here. And yes, those were explosive containers.
Bridge is operational. Raising it now.
Raising the bridge. Except that's a Banshee. Got rid of the husks quickly, but I'm afraid it's not quite that simple, is it?
Yes, Commander.
Okay, how quickly can we take her out, though? That's the Hurricane, which we've basically not had to fire practically ever. But we took her out pretty darn quickly. Also, where is the bridge? Where's this bridge that we apparently just raised? Because I can't exactly say that I see it. Is it back there, even? Back where we came from a little bit? Hold on. Where? Question mark? Wait for the bridge. Wait for the bridge.
Bridge is up.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Move! That elevator can't be far.
Let's get moving. Excuse me? Ah, here it is. Oh, more enemies, I assume. I assumed. Perhaps not.
This way.
Oh, okay, we've got at least a husk right on top of us. Which I guess will blow up right on top of us.
Elevator spotted. Got it.
Nice. Anything else here? I feel like we kind of just zoomed through here. I mean, good thing on one hand. On the other hand, I feel like we might have missed something. I feel like there probably would have been additional loots, but you know, this might be a good exception to the whole, like, go around and make sure that we pick everything up situation, because given how if we loiter too long, the Ravagers, or rather the Harvesters, will cause some trouble, maybe we make an exception here.
And the elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
Okay. This looks like just ammo. In that case, let's get moving again. Anything in here? Yes. SMG recoil system, something that we were considering using. In fact, did we end up using it? I think we are using it. You said we need to go up? I think. May have been distracted by the loot. Over there. How do we get there? We hop from... I'm guessing that we go through here. Yeah. And then hop across. Come on. Okay. Looks like we may have some additional friends. I assume. Yep. Cannibals and something over there. Oh, we are totally grabbing you. If you get any closer, we are totally grabbing you. That guy's in kind of a nasty spot. Might be able to even hit us from there. So if Garrus and Jalvik, you guys can target that Ravager, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, I'm pretty sure that Ravager is targeting them, which I don't greatly appreciate. Okay, down that one goes. There's another one over here, though. Technically speaking, should have... Well, I guess he was still on cooldown. But that hit the wall. Lovely. Rather than cover. That also did not hit. That's what we're looking for. Anyone flanking us right now? Not exactly. Might even just chilling there. Do see some more enemies here, but I think it's largely those swarmers. Also, is there anything else in here, or is this just ammo? Take a quick look. Oh, some credits. That's nice. There are the swarmers. Yeah, let's get moving. Oh, swarmers coming after us. Run! That is a cannibal. There is an enemy that's shown up right behind us, but I assume it to be another swarmer. I think we're good. Got that. Take you out. Anything here that you were examining? Doesn't seem like it. Ooh. The harvesters starting to hit us a bit.
We're blocked. Find another way.
Okay, I'm assuming we ought to go up here then. And through here.
This looks like a path.
Enemies? Question mark.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Working on it. Oh, hello. Greetings, young cannibal. Up we go. Oh, hello again. They've made quite the knack of spawning right next to us. So one really useful thing for this mission, if you do find yourself getting overrun by the Ravagers, the Harvesters, and their environmental hazard, is having Defense Matrix on and having a way to restock your shields quickly and efficiently is very convenient. Okay, I'm thinking we're going this way. Whoa! Oh, okay, we got a brute here.
Ann, are you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can.
We're
Hang in
close. Whoa!
Heads up, platform's coming down.
Okay.
Go around.
Anything here we missed besides ammo? I don't think so. Can we save here? We cannot save here, I was gonna say. It does seem like the kind of mission where you want to save frequently.
Oh, God!
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyle's trying to run for it. The Reaper's got him.
Don't move until we get there.
Oh. This would be one of those times. Okay, cannibals, marauders, sign of something bigger in the distance as well. Is that actually? I mean, we see all these harvesters in the background. That looks like a harvester wing. That might even be an actual harvester that is trying to fight us currently. So let's overload you and maybe throw a grenade over here as well. Yeah. Ow, I think so. And yes. It did hit us with its normal ability as I accidentally popped out of cover. It might be dead? Oh, hello. Not sure if it actually was a full-blown harvester, or if it was just a little ambushing surprise, take a hit kind of situation. That is, I think, something, or maybe not. Enemies? Yes. Cannibal. Here. 2 cannibals here, in fact, and more on our flank somewhere. Okay, assault rifle, omni blade. We'll try to pick that up. Just a second. Gotcha. Swarmers. That means there must be a Ravager here somewhere. And this time I actually do mean Ravager. Singularity, that should take out all the Swarmers in this general vicinity. Last of the enemies here. It does seem like it's a rare opportunity to save. I think we've got to take it. Anything around this corner? Ooh. Damaged machinery we can salvage. A little bit of extra monies. Yeah, there was a Ravager here. You can see the goo. That means that it was there once upon a time.
Elevators just ahead. Get to it.
Okay, there it is. Before we nab it, though, some data we can salvage for 5,000 credits, so we'll definitely take that. There's a medkit we can grab for some experience. We'll take that, too. Okay, now I think we'll go for it. Again, we rushed a little bit more than usual, but I think it's worthwhile in this situation. Specifically in this mission.
Elevators online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I mean, it doesn't look good. There were a lot of Reapers, and we did see a lot of dead people.
I'm sorry, they didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh god. Yes, of course.
Where? 'Cause I don't know where to go. 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 'Cause I don't know where to
I was at another dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Shepard, look.
Yeah, that looks
I'm not
familiar.
sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead. It may sound strange, but I'm certain it affects people. Their behavior. I've only had a short time to study it.
Yeah, we noticed that too.
Not strange at all. Did you find anything?
Not much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down!
Oh. Like that?
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor?
They've learned too well. The darkness must not be breached.
Commander!
Take it out! Got it. You okay? Cortez, we have Ann Bryson. Need a pickup.
On my way, Commander.
Copy that. You see the shuttle, you run. Don't look back.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so what do we have here? We have a couple of cannibals. We have some cover. Do our friends where did Garrison? Oh, and Javik are both up there. We also are still heavily damaged from when we took that big hit from the harvester. You see, we have full barriers, but if our barriers go down, we have one tiny little bar of HP. So we may want to pop a quick little first aid when we next get the chance, but these guys are right on top of us, so I'm not sure that we have that luxury at the moment. Also, a little bit concerned about these explosive containers blowing up when we're not that far away from them. So that does make me a little concerned, too. Start with this, and we're about to see if that's going to blow up on us as well. It will not, but there is a harvester. There is a harvester, so let's try to hit it with a dark channel, which I'm not entirely sure if that hit or not.
Down.
Okay, it kind of ran away. Also, where is it? It's kind of hiding from us. There are tons. Look at these explosive containers. If it wants to go right there, that would be really nice. Just gonna chill there where we can't really see it. And by can't really see it, I mean can't really target it manually. Can't tell if it's staying there or if it's about to move. There are apparently additional enemies popping up here. Cannibal. But, well, of course, I'd look back over to the harvester right as I'm launching the singularity, so it misses. And it does seem as though the harvester is it staying there? I mean, every time it looks like it's staying there. It moves a little bit. Obviously, we know it can hit hard. So I think what we do... Ooh, we blow up more of these. Ooh. And it seems like every time we take out a wave of enemies, more enemies will spawn in. I'd like to, just change our angle here, so we can at least target it. But do we maybe need to take out the enemies before we can even damage the harvester? Like, even when oh, look at it! Apparently it died. I think Garrus and Javik did everything there. So, at this stage, with the harvester down, I believe, technically speaking, it is possible to make our exit for the shuttle. However, there are still enemies spawning in here. So it's a question of, be patient. Shuttle ready, so we can make our run for that shuttle, or we can stick around and try to finish these guys off. Technically not necessary, per se. That's a grenade that he just threw at us. That's not good. It's gonna flush us out of cover a bit. And set off all of those explosives. Because if it's just these guys, then it may be feasible. I think there is a finite number of enemies at this stage. I think it's still a lot, but it is a finite number. So it is up to us as to whether we want to stick around and try to fight them off and see if there's anything else we can salvage in the area, or if we want to just make a straight run for the shuttle. And I do believe there are still things here. React to this. I do believe there are still some things here that we can loot. Be on the Acolyte, really? Just go down a ladder over there? Okay, go. Okay. Whoa, more explosions! That's another thing we definitely don't want to do. We don't want to just casually walk up to a place where there's a whole bunch of those explosive containers. At the moment, no enemies, though. Does that mean they're about to be one that lands on our head? I hope not. Grab Metagel and some XP. That's an explosive container. But, like, is there anything more spawning in? No. Okay. So I think now we can be a little more thorough. Can we jump this? We cannot jump that. I really thought we were going to be able to jump that. Not bad. That flag fluttering in the wind was a harvester wing for a second. That made me a little nervous. Just ammo? Just ammo. That's the shuttle. Yes. Is there anything down there in that area where we saw that Marauder briefly duck down? Is there anything in the building further away? Does that only allow us to go up but not down? If so, then that's weird. Maybe that's too far down for us to do. It does kind of look like that's point of no return in a bad kind of way. So yeah, let's just check if there's anything in here. There's at least a med kit. Some data to salvage for some monies. Okay, I think that may be everything. So yeah, if we had rushed forward, then we would have missed that if we'd gone straight to the shuttle. Not amazing, but it's something, of course.
You okay?
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of him. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first... Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector.
Maybe?
I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
You need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. I'm sorry.
He's... What? Dead? He can't be dead.
See, the thing is, his assistant kinda unexpectedly pulled a gun on him out of nowhere, and we were just meeting him for the first time, very little time to settle in, and then suddenly, blap, he was dead. So, I mean, I just couldn't stop him.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine, the next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation. Meet you there.